Okay, I'm gonna read a random part of this book. I love this book. Okay. That doesn't work. Alright, yeah, it does. Mother Teresa is a perfect example of the way in which a good person, moved to help others, can have her moral intuitions deranged by religious faith. Christopher Hitchens put it with characteristic bluntness. Mother Teresa was not a friend of the poor. She was a friend of poverty. She said that suffering was a gift from God. She spent her life opposing the only known cure for poverty, which is the empowerment of women and the emancipation of them from a livestock version of compulsory reproduction. While I am in substantial agreement with Hitchens on this point, there is no denying that Mother Teresa was a great force for compassion. Clearly, she was moved by the suffering of her fellow human beings, and she did much to awaken others to the reality of that suffering. I hate reading out loud. The problem, however, was that her compassion was channeled within the rather steep walls of her religious dogmatism. In her Nobel Prize acceptance speech, she said, "The greatest destroyer of peace is abortion. Many people are very, very concerned with the children in India, with the children in Africa, where quite a number die, maybe of malnutrition, of hunger, and so on, but millions are dying deliberately by the will of the mother. And this is what is the greatest destroyer of peace today. Because if a mother can kill her own child, what is left for me to kill you and you kill me? There is nothing in between." Now, I'm going to talk about what I think. Personally, I agree with that. I think, well, Mother Teresa, the nun, she is a good person, but at the same time, I don't think she really had any clue. I think that her complete devotion to the Christian God screwed her up completely. Like, I think she was a good person, but I think she could have taken everything a lot further if she didn't let religious dogmatism hold her back from how far she could have gone. Like, if she wanted peace, then she needed to stop fighting against abortion in first world countries and maybe, like, try and help the people in the third world countries or even the second world, though that's not that bad. I think that once people just completely forget the Christian religion, that everything will run a lot smoother, because the Bible, it tells about, like, if you know somebody who isn't a Christian, that you need to kill them. Now, this war going on with the United States, I don't know, but it's almost a religious war too. The Christians against the Muslims or whatever the hell it is. But in the end, it needs to be just non-existent, because I don't know how to really explain it, but if there was no Christianity, all of the other religions in the world would probably get along fine with each other. I don't know about all religions in general, but from what I do know about religions, a lot of them advocate peace, whereas Christianity advocates peace to other Christians, but pure violence to people who aren't Christian. So, if in the end this world as we know it becomes a solely Christian world, then it would be just overrun with people who would honestly have no clue what was going on. These Jehovah Witnesses who come to people's doors and try and convert them, and they don't see a problem in that. But say you were a devil worshipper. I'm not a devil worshipper. I don't believe in the devil. I don't believe in Christianity. But if somebody came to your door asking you to devote your life to Satan, people would probably freak out like tenfold than the Jehovah Witnesses. And that's just what I think. But but I'm gonna shut up now because this is probably gonna make a lot of people angry.